Hi, this is Morgan Hansen, and for my accessibility case study, I went to my friend Alex Lawless, who was diagnosed with spina bifida when he was born. According to the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act, a disability is a person who has a physical or mental impairment that substantially limits one or more major life activities, a person who has a history or record of such an impairment, or a person who is perceived by others as having such an impairment. This is Alex Lawless. I've been in Alex's ward and same apartment complex for about a year now, and he is probably the happiest person I've ever met with a disability. He is from North Ogden, and he loves to study. He enjoys trying new things. He's always hanging out with us in our group, and he loves to try things that people would think would limit him, but he doesn't see it that way. He loves going to institute. He takes about 2 or 3 classes a semester. He's also engaged and getting married in August, and so he loves to spend time with his fiancée Maria, and he loves to spend time with his family. And he is taking a break right now from UVU, but he loves computer science, and that is also his major. A typical day for Alex wakes up in the morning as he gets ready for the day. He'll run his errands and clean up his room and his apartment. And he is not currently attending UVU as he's getting married in August, so he's kind of saving up for that. But he spends as much time with his fiancée as he can. Although he takes this semester off, he still goes to Institute and takes those classes. He really enjoys those. And during the week, he'll go to church activities. He really enjoys family home evening and our ward activities. And then on the weekend, he goes to church and sometimes goes home to visit his family. Alex was born with spina bifida, which means split spine. That means that the spinal column doesn't actually close all the way. It's pretty common in some births, and as you can see in the picture, the spinal column comes out and it makes this kind of loop that kind of turns into a bubble on the back of the baby. And he's lived with this all of his life. He has been in a wheelchair ever since he was little, and he doesn't really know much different than that. Although his legs still do function and he can walk around a little bit, but it's really taxing on him to do so because of this injury and disability that he has. He also mentioned that the hardest part for him is during the winter because being in a wheelchair, being around ice and trying to get from one place to another is really difficult because he can't really do it on his own. What I love about Alex is that he's never let his disability stop him from trying new things. During the summer, we actually went as a group and went ice blocking down in Provo, and Alex came, and we sat in between two of our 2 guy friends, and he actually went down the hill, even though he wasn't able to get back up himself. We had the guys carry him back up the hill, but he went down and tried it, which I thought was awesome. He's also very humble. When he needs help, he's not afraid to ask for it, and when it comes to like reaching things in high cupboards and things where he can't do it on his own, he asks his roommates or people around him. But he's always had such a positive attitude. He has an infectious smile and just ability to make people happy, and that's why he's so much fun to be around. Alex has 3 different types of assistive technology that he uses. The first is the power wheelchair, which is his favorite. He loves to use that during the summer and in the springtime. He'll take it all the way to school, even to Walmart. He just likes the independence it gives him, and he thinks it's fun. He says they see me rolling. And so, although it is expensive, his insurance has paid for it. So that's been a big help in his life, is having that opportunity to get the technology he needs. The other 2 types of technology that Alex uses is the walker and his wheelchair. His wheelchair is his main source of getting around. He uses that most frequently, mostly because it's something that is easily thrown into the back of a car or a truck of one of his friends if he needs to get somewhere. And also that it's just a little bit more mobile for him. He has a little bit more control. Alex actually really likes to use his walker, even though it makes him pretty tired. It's also hard for him because, he can't stand up straight, but he gives him a little bit of freedom from sitting down all the time, and he'll use that around his apartment, which I think is really awesome. Alex has been blessed with the assistive technology that he needs to help his life be easier, and I'm so thankful that he actually has all of those options because there isn't anything else that he could really use besides the power wheelchair and the wheelchair and the walker, and he's been super fortunate to get those. His outlook on life is contagious, and even interviewing him for this project was really eye-opening for me because there's so much to be thankful for in life, and the fact that he can see life and be happy about it even with his disability makes me happier about life too. So that's Alex.